Hello, Silvia! Bem-vindo a Amá CONVERSA!
Thank you, Marisa. Thank you very much for
How are
the
you doing today?
I'm fine, thanks. I'm very happy to see you. We
Oh, me
talked
too.
about some time ago, and that's the first time we meet on camera, actually.
Yes, isto é a primeira vez que vamos estar a falar caras a caras com uma outra. É um prazer. E a Sílvia é uma fadista nascida em Bulgaria. So,
Yes,
para mim,
é verdade. É
so
verdade.
cool. That's so cool. E há mais fadistas em Bulgária ou és a única?
Acho que sou a única.
Wow, that is special.
Mas também tenho um percurso muito único também. Porque
Sim.
estou ligada à língua portuguesa desde muito pequenina, apesar de ainda ter algum sotaque, mas o meu sotaque não é propriamente búlgaro, é mais africano.
E nem sequer posso notar sotaque nenhum, porque o meu sotaque, obviamente, é super, you can totally tell that I'm not, from Portugal. But with you, you speak so well, and it's because you basically spent your childhood em Angola Africa.
Yeah.
So podes falar um pouco sobre Bulgária, and then podes falar sobre Angola?
Claro que sim. Bulgária é um país que fica do lado oposto de Portugal. Ambos são países pequeninos nos dois cantos da Europa, literalmente nos dois cantos da Europa. É um país do sul da Europa também, embora o inverno seja muito mais frio. A Bulgária é um país lindíssimo, tem montes de coisas para conhecer. It's a tourist country.
You gotta take me one day, okay? Please.
Oh, I promise.
Okay,
It's a
fantastic.
beautiful place to visit. There are 3 mountains actually that reach 3.000 metros.
Ok.
Chegam aos 3.000 metros. Portanto, dá para fazer ski, é muito lindo. Eu comecei a fazer ski com 4 anos de idade.
Ai, meu Deus!
Sim, é lindo, muito giro. E depois tem também praias, porque tem o mar negro.
Eu adoro praias.
Eu também, eu sou beach girl.
Me too.
Oh,
Beach girl all the way.
Yeah, I love it. But I love mountains too, actually.
Yes. Natureza em geral, right? All the beauty.
É verdade.
That's amazing.
Foi na Bulgária que eu comecei a estudar música pela primeira vez, mas isto foi depois de eu ter já regressado de Angola. Os meus pais foram trabalhar em Angola in the 90s.
E o teu pai é músico?
O meu pai é músico, sim. Embora agora já não pratica, está ligado a coisas mais sérias, já não é músico. Mas sim, o meu pai, o gosto pela música veio sem dúvida da parte do meu pai.
Lindo.
Todos cantavam na minha família. O meu avô paterno tocava gaita de foles. Aquela coisa. Bagpipe. Yeah, bagpipe.
Yes. Bagpipe.
Yeah.
Isso é super unique, único. Wow.
Very good. I can send you some pictures. Oh, people can check my Facebook page, Silvia Fado, the professional one, the one with the likes, and they can see there's an album called Roots, Raízes. They can check these funny and interesting facts, these interesting pictures. Yes. Well, I was taken to Africa when I was 7 years old.
7 years old.
Yeah, and with my parents, of course, and it was beautiful time. It was beautiful. It was so romantic. It was so cool. It was different.
An adventure. It was just a brand new adventure.
Yes, it was. And my mother, she's a teacher, physics teacher. My father, instead of, apesar de músico, ele também é engenheiro. He's an engineer.
Oh, fantástico!
And actually, he was a teacher too, but he doesn't like teaching. I love teaching. I'm talking about my teaching later. Now I'm talking about my infant years.
Your history, yes.
Yes. And then we went to Angola, in cidade de Lobito, província de Benguela.
Uau! Nome comprido?
Lobito lubito não é bem, não é muito, lubito
Oh, é só uma palavra então, ok.
Lubito, sim, lubito, mas faz parte da província de Benguela.
Ok, estou a
Quem
perceber.
já esteve em Angola sabe, Angola é um país muito grande, it's a huge country. Not so big as the United States, but big
still
enough.
really big, yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And well, I learned Portuguese in Angola. That's why my accent isn't really a Bulgarian one, because what I learned from my childhood, it was African Portuguese, and my husband is a Portuguese guy from Portugal, and he's very Portuguese. And jokes with me, you don't have an idea.
Oh, não, eu percebo, porque o meu marido é de terceira Açores, então quando ele tenta falar inglês comigo, é a mesma história, eu percebo completamente.
Percebes, então ele goza comigo todos os dias.
Oh, yes.
Eu falo português, ele diz que eu falo português africano e pronto, é assim. E pronto, vivi em Angola durante 5 anos mais ou menos. Foi quando começou a última onda de guerra civil em Angola, então nós tivemos que regressar à Bulgária. Well, and my parents, my mother was actually finishing his contract there. She was teaching in a university, and the contract was estava a acabar, okay? And nós regressamos na Bulgária, pronto. Passado alguns anos, vivi mais 4 ou 5 anos na Bulgária, até acabar o liceu, ok? And
your high school, right? After high school, then you moved.
Yes, after high school, and I entered actually in tourism in Bulgaria, in the university, and then my parents went to Portugal.
Oh, wow! Mas eles são original de Portugal ou os teus avós?
Como? Não, ninguém é original.
Mesmo ninguém.
Ninguém.
Fantástico.
Actually, my mother has a very interesting story herself, because my grandmother, my mother's mother, okay, she was from Macedonia. Ela é macedona, de Macedónia, and my grandfather, the father of my mother, is from Greece.
Então tens várias culturas.
Yes, I do.
I love Greece. I want to go to Greece so bad.
I've never went to Greece and to Macedonia, but I love to. Actually, these roots are very interesting because both of my grandparents are Bulgarian, but because of first, I think it was because of the first World War.
Oh, wow.
Parts of Bulgaria were given to Macedonia, and Macedonia was Bulgarian actually.
Okay.
They speak Bulgarian there. And this part, it was a geographical part that was given to Serbia, and another part was given to Greece. And there are Bulgarian families there which are living under the
Greece.
Under the government of Greece, and under the government of nowadays what is so-called Macedonia, which is a very new country.
Yes.
But it was cool. It is cool because it gathers a lot of cultures, you know. It's very cool.
Wow, eu estou a aprender muitas coisas novas hoje. That is for sure. That is so fascinating. Okay, so you learned Portuguese because of Angola. So when you went to Angola, you only knew Bulgarian. You didn't know anything else. Okay. Yes. And then when did you learn English? Because you speak English very well.
Oh, thank you very much. I thought it was very rusty, but
not at all.
I've been watching a lot of Netflix. Pandemics.
Oh, yes.
Well, my English is I've learned English during my childhood, and I was a teenager actually. I was studying. My high school was a very specific high school. It was called foreign language school of Shúmen. Shúmen is my birth town in Bulgaria. Yes.
Yes, your city.
Yes, my city. It's not a big city. It's like Viseu, you know.
Yes.
People who know Viseu will identify the.
Yes, we need to talk about Viseu after because I think it's so cool. It's so cool.
Yeah, it is. And well, we actually learned everything in English.
Wow.
English itself, English grammar, English literature. We had Native American and native English speakers for teachers, and the one that weren't native speakers were Bulgarian teachers who had learned English, and they were given their classes in English. For example, physics, chemics, mathematics, biology, everything in English. Only Bulgarian we did in Bulgarian.
Oh, so was that your decision or was that your parents' decision?
No, it was my decision. It was my decision. And with obviously, it is a very normal school. It is very popular actually there.
Okay, maybe all your friends were going to go there and learn English too and everything.
Some of them were going. I was debating with myself if I was going to do this high school or other high school, which is more scientific. Okay. And then I decided that I want this one, and it was very, very cool. And I learned in English. I've learned. I wanted to speak Portuguese. I wanted to continue to speak Portuguese.
Yeah.
Because I didn't imagine the minute I returned from Africa.
Yes.
To Europe, to Bulgaria.
Yes.
I couldn't imagine my life not speaking Portuguese. It was like
you have a connection.
I had a very, very great, very big connection with Portuguese language, and I wanted to learn Portuguese, and they didn't have Portuguese in this school because Portuguese is very rare in Bulgaria.
Yeah.
So they had French. It was the closest thing to Portuguese. And my second foreign language was actually French. Wow. And I'm not very good at it.
But you still know some. That's awesome. A little bit.
Petit peu.
Nice.
Well, then when I finished high school, the obvious thing to do for me was, my mother was very upset because I didn't want to go for music academy.
Oh, okay.
I was a stupid one. I wanted something related to the world, and tourism seemed like a nice thing.
I got it. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And your mom wanted you to go to. Got it.
Because I finished music academy until the high school, and then she thought I would go for music university.
Yeah.
And I didn't.
Hey, moms know best, right? And we're moms, so we know this.
Yeah, I am now a mom, and I know my mother had very good reasons to push me for music, but I was a stupid little girl.
No, exactly. My mom, as a kid, she would always tell me that I should sing, and she was always a part of the choir at church, so she'd always say, come with me to sing, and I would always be embarrassed. I say no. But down the line, if you don't address your calling or your talent, the voice in your brain is just going to get louder and louder. So eventually I started to sing, and now I sing, but the thing is, it took me a very long time because I didn't listen as well,
I know the feeling. I know the feeling very well. My first instrument was piano.
Yes. My mom plays piano too, very well.
Yeah, it's cool. And but I wanted singing, and I wanted saxophone or a trumpet, but
I love saxophone.
It wasn't. It's very cool. Yeah. I can imitate trumpet actually.
Oh. Oh my God! What a bunch! Look at you.
Thank you. So the story continues, and I am in the university, and I am going to, I started the university, and my parents went to Portugal, and they told me, well, they have the same course here, the same subject, and you can come here and study. Well, I went. I have a brother. He's 6 years older than me. And he said, no, I'm staying in Bulgaria. You go.
Oh, so he stayed behind, huh?
And I went. And I'm here for almost 20 years now.
Oh my God. Do you love Portugal then? You love Portugal.
If I didn't love Portugal, I wouldn't be staying so much. And
I know, you would have left a long time ago and back with your brother, right? So is it safe to say that your love of Fado came after you living in Portugal, correct?
Yes, actually, it was the first moment I came here, because I think I've heard Amália when I was a child in Angola, but I didn't care too much. I didn't understand, because you have to have certain baggage and emotional baggage to understand Fado. And when I first came to Portugal, it was a espanto, you know, like, what is this? I love it.
Yes.
I have to sing this. I started singing. Some of the words I didn't understand because it wasn't a perfect Portuguese at that time. And I started singing Fado at home. And I started writing down the poems, and I was like,
I am the same. I have to write it down. Yes, yes, me too. Wow.
And then, well, it was a very painful thing, you know, because you know why? Because I felt like this was I was born for this.
Yes.
But at the same time, I was the stranger. I was a foreigner, you know, and why foreigners sing a Portuguese fado? And I was like, I had this very painful connection of love and pain, you know?
Yes.
It was a strange one because I was provoking it. I only stopped feeling bad when I started singing at a stage, an actual stage, and people were talking to me before and after the concerts, and they were congratulating me.
Of course, yes.
Saying, wow, you sing Fado like a Portuguese.
See?
It's so cool, and so on and so on. And I started gaining like
confidence a little bit.
Confidence, you know, confidence, and já está enraizado. O Fado já estava enraizado naquela altura. Estamos a falar há mais de 10 anos atrás, se calhar há 15 anos atrás.
Sei lá, 15 anos atrás. Então, ao fim de 5 anos, estar em Viseu, começaste mais a desenvolver no Fado?
Sim, eu comecei logo a cantar o Fado, tive vários projetos. Entretanto, já tinha acabado a universidade. Na universidade pediam-me os meus colegas constantemente para cantar. Funcionários de curso, professores, docentes, toda a gente sabia que a Sílvia cantava Fado.
Sim, sim.
E pediam-me para cantar. Então eu cantava muito envergonhada. Ai, Jesus!
Oh, yes!
Muito envergonhada. Mas eu lá cantava, pronto. E comecei a trabalhar como assistente de direção de um hotel. Tu deves conhecer o Hotel Montebello.
Conheço muito bem e tem um restaurante ali dentro, top of the line.
Fantástico, é verdade.
Top of the line.
É verdade. Os buffets de domingo eram top. Antes da pandemia, porque agora não há nada disso. Não.
Ai, tristeza. Mas vai voltar, se Deus quiser.
Vai voltar. We were so happy, and this is so strange now. Well, long story short, I started a project which was called Fado and Jazz, but I wanted to sing Fado, traditional Fado, and I went and I found some musicians with guitarra portuguesa and viola, and I started doing my concerts with them. And some years later, I met a guy, and he was a very good musician actually, and I didn't know him at my first years. And actually he was playing with another people, and we haven't crossed our paths until that
moment.
Yes. And well, we started playing together, and we started traveling abroad with our colleague, the other colleagues from viola, classic guitar. And we started dating, actually.
É o Tiago, então.
É o Tiago. Então, já estamos juntos já há 7 anos, ou 8, já nem sei.
Fantástico.
Temos um bebê.
Yes, very cute baby. God bless your baby.
Very, very musical baby as well.
Oh, yes.
Music. And I was actually, I recorded my CD in 2011.
2009, right?
2009, I started my career as a fadista. Like I was presenting my work and at stages. Then I recorded my CD in Lisbon.
Yes.
My manager is called Telmo Lopes, and he's one of the directors of Filipe La Feria, if you know him. He's a very cool guy. He done a very good job, because I wanted him to express my 3 cultures. There was not only traditional fado in this CD. It is called Caminho. Let me see.
Yes,
I have one here. This is it.
Beautiful. Look at that. See, Barbie. Exactly, Barbie.
I'll send you one CD, okay?
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Silvia. You're amazing.
Thank you.
I can't wait to hear it. But you have a mix of originals and traditionals on your CD, correct?
Yes, I do. I recorded this CD in Lisbon, and the purpose was expressing myself.
Yes.
Because a CD is a recording of a moment of your life, of your career at that moment. Yeah. Of course, I'm different now, and if I have to re-record this CD,
it would sound totally different now, right? It would sound so different.
Of course. I've changed. My voice has changed.
Yes.
My experience has changed. Yes. And I'm actually working on my second one, but it's not. It's in very embryo stage, you know.
Yes, of course.
These 13 musics, 13 themes. There are 2 of them that are with my poems, you know.
Beautiful. Oh wow, you wrote your poems yourself
in Portuguese, and I've never written anything in Bulgarian.
Wow, that's special. And can you tell us about that process? Was it difficult? Was it easy?
It was natural. I have a lot of poems in my drawers, actually.
Oh my God, fantastic.
When I'm very excited about something, could be something very sad, and could be something very happy and joyful. Sometimes I like to put it down.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to show you something. I'll as well love to do that, and I'm not kidding with you. Look at all.
You have more than me. Oh,
and
you beat
each
me
book
here,
is something
girl.
different, a different subject that I do. Oh my God, it's too much.
You beat me here, girl.
I'm crazy about writing. I don't know. It's like something about me. I write and then I can remember it easier.
Yeah.
Just like the lyrics, like you said, like a lyrics or a poem, you write it down and you practice it like that. And you remember the letters you're writing, you remember the words you're writing. So that's interesting that we both have that in common. But I think it's fascinating that you come from Bulgarian parents and your mom and your father are extremely intelligent human beings. I mean, you have a mom that's a physics teacher, you have a father that not only is very well in music, but he's an engineer as well. So that's pretty cool. And then the cool thing about me and Sílvia is that we connected right off the bat, not only with Fado, because Sílvia has a beautiful voice, but not only because of Fado, it's because of Viseu too, because my father is from Viseu. And then when I saw that Sílvia was from Viseu, I'm like, oh, I need to talk to this Fadista right now. So that is so cool. But not only that, you have your own school of music in Viseu, chamada the School of Rock in Viseu. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, of course. Well, that's a very big part of my life now, my professional life.
Yes.
Because without concerts, we don't actually have a lot of work, you know.
Yes.
And School of Rock is something, a school that exists for like 12 years now. Fantastic. And I joined the school like 5 or 6 years ago, actually, 6 years ago. And I am socia, no? I'm socia to my colleague. And it was, well, people were saying to me, you have to give classes, you are good at this.
Yes.
You know music, you studied music, you studied piano, you studied teaching, you studied singing.
And jazz as well,
jazz and improvisation and harmony and a lot of things.
Wow,
you have to teach. Well, I entered the school and I was like, well, I don't know if I will stay here, but I will try and I will see if I like it. I loved it from the minutes. I loved the students. I love their parents. I love the work.
Yes.
I share my experience of everything. Music experience, stage experience, vocal coach experience, of course. Everything I know, I love to share with my students. I have a lot of students, big ones and small ones.
Oh, fantastic!
I have.
So anybody can go. At any age,
yes, I have adults. And I have little boys and girls.
How cute.
And it's so cool. I teach piano, I teach vocal classes, repertoire, everything. Well, actually, I don't like to teach one style because people are different and people love different things. I have students that love Fado.
Yes.
I have students that love to sing jazz and blues, and others that love to sing metal. And pop, and I can teach them use their voices correctly, and that's what I do. And piano, it's another instrument, you know. My husband Tiago Santos, he joined us this last September when we reopened the school after the first pandemic's shutdown.
Yes.
And he opened a department that is called Academia de Fado.
Fantastic. Oh my God. E tem que ir lá dia. You guys need to give me a lesson for sure.
Yeah, you will.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
You will join the stages.
My God. That would be a grand present.
You'll join with me.
Oh my God, Sílvia, thank you so much. That would be so crazy. And then you come to California and you join me over here.
I would love to.
Well, that goes back. I forgot to mention that with your first CD, you actually went and sang in Portugal, Brazil, Suiza, Belgica, and Bulgaria, and other places. So have you ever been to America?
Nope, never.
Okay. Well, then we gotta make that happen.
That's a dream, and if I go, that would be a dream come true.
Then we got to make this happen for sure. Sure. That's amazing. For sure.
Yeah.
So fantastic. Anything else, Silvia, that you would love to share with the listeners of Amá CONVERSA?
Well, listen Fado, listen to Portuguese Fado, because Fado is amazing music, amazing soul, and people can express themselves. People can listen to Fado and don't understand the word of the lyrics. The message will come to them.
100%. So many people listen to my music too, and because there's a lot of people here in America, obviously, that don't speak Portuguese, obviously, right? So people hear it and they come from American background or Latino background, and they're just like, I don't know anything of what you're saying, but it sounds amazing and I love it. So you're right, that is true.
I think it's very cool. Well, I had one of the biggest moments of my career was when I presented Fado music in Bulgarian Jazz Festival. It's called Bansko International Jazz Festival. It's a very big thing, you know. It's a very.
You have a video of this. I would love to share the video.
A lot of videos. I think I have a lot more here at the computer, and we are very lazy people, and we.
No worries, no excuses. We understand. No worries.
And Bulgarian public was amazed. They loved Fado.
And maybe a lot of them have never heard Fado. Maybe they have, but not much, right?
Yes, actually, Fado isn't a new thing for Bulgarians, but of course, as you say, a lot of Bulgarians have never heard of it.
Yes, so they were like in shock, of course, right?
Yeah, and wow, this is a Bulgarian girl. Oh, she's ours, and she's singing this Portuguese Fado. Actually, the year before me, the girl which presented Fado was Ana Moura.
No.
And then I was the second one.
I love Ana Moura.
Yeah, it's very cool. I love her concert. And then the next year, I was the one presenting Fado for the big international jazz festival.
Parabéns, amiga. That is amazing.
It was a cool thing that it was presented on live Bulgarian national TV.
Yes.
Like national TV. And I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
My heart was racing.
That makes me ask you a question. Have you ever forgot your words on stage at all? Because I haven't yet, but that's my biggest fear.
Sometimes I create a sentence.
Yes, I've done that as well. Well,
imagine I change a word and I say another word. It's okay. As
because
well.
Nobody knows.
No, nobody knows.
I've done the same thing. Oh my God.
Desde que as pessoas percebam o que estás a dizer, desde que faça sentido, tu podes trocar as palavras.
Yes, às vezes okay, so sometimes if I don't remember, I will literally, like at the last second, I'm like freaking out in my brain, right? I'm like, oh my God, what is the next line? And I'll just repeat whatever the other one was. So
yeah, it's very. And do you know why I close my eyes? Why Fadistas close their eyes?
So they can concentrate what's coming next, right?
Yes. You bet. Well,
fantastic, Silvia.
I think I have another secret that I want to reveal.
Oh my gosh, please.
Yeah. This is my other music project, which is called Expresso Cool. Expresso Cool is my band, my jazz band. It's a quartet, upright bass, guitar, electric guitar, drum, and me singing and improvising with trumpet. And
trumpet, my God, no way.
Yeah, I did before a few minutes.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, it's a very cool thing. We do jazz standards. We have a lot of blues, a lot of bossa nova, which is Brazilian jazz, and I think I will auto-invite myself for another conversation talking about this thing.
Of course, we'll have to do a part 2 with Sílvia Fado, expressing her cafe espresso?
Espresso cool.
Espresso cool. Okay, I guess I need a coffee.
That's why I have mine here.
That's another thing. And Sílvia loves Star Wars, so that's pretty cool. That was the first thing I told her. I was like, oh, I like your mug. Very nice.
Big fan.
So cool, Sílvia. So I'll have to have you again on Amá CONVERSA to continue this beautiful conversa. I am so happy to know you. Not only are you such an inspiration for anyone who wants to try something new, like Sílvia said, you don't have to be Portuguese to feel that you belong to Fado or that you want to do something with Fado. If you love it and you feel it in your heart, then definitely try it out, because look at Sílvia. That is an amazing story.
Thank you.
So amazing. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and cannot wait to have you on again.
Thank you very much, Marisa. Grande beijo de Viseu.
Yes, grande beijo de California.
Thank you very much. Well, when are you coming to Portugal?
I'm supposed to come to Viseu no verão 2022, se Deus quiser.
It's a long way.
A long ways. So you have like a year and a half. So in a year and a half, a lot of things can happen, right? Mas oxalá, se tudo correr bem, vamos encontrar na Casa de Fados de Pinguinhas, em Viseu.
Isso mesmo, Sílvia,
Sim, e vamos cantar uns fadinhos lá.
É isso mesmo, combinado.
Combinado. Beijinhos, linda. Thank you so much. Adeus.